Hello everyone, today I'm talking about the Summit microphone system. I wanted to break it down and show you what it is that we've put together and how it works. Uh, let's just jump right in. So the Summit microphone system comes with its own custom case. So you see here, um, has that nice, this kind of pattern to it, but it's not a real strong pattern. It's just a black case. It has that nice sheen to it. It has its own carabiner here, so it can hook easily, say to a flute bag, or lately I've just had it connected to the Trailblazer strap, and so I can grab the speaker unit in this in one go out of the bag, so that when I grab the speaker out, the microphones come with it. So um, very, very convenient just to have your microphone right there in a protective case. This opens up inside. Um, let's see if we can shift the light around a little bit. Let's see here. Inside, there's the different. So this is the microphone I have in there, and there's different zipper. There we go, zipper compartments. So if like this one here, it kind of zips up. So uh, a shallow zipper compartment. This is going to be great for the different straps involved with not straps, but these little clip things that you clip the microphones to. See if I can show them. So there's the spike style, and then there's also this kind of rectangular style uh, that hooks to the flutes, and the microphone clips to it. It's like a clipping part, like a post that goes on there. Um, what ships also with the microphone is an extension cable. So again, this can go inside the zipper compartment. And of course, just as I mentioned, the zipper compartments can hold these different components and keep them nice and organized. There's also Velcro straps that come with the microphone for attaching to flutes, and I'll go over all that. Let's see here. So just to reiterate on the extension cable, if the speaker that you're using is something that is on the ground in front of you, or just a little bit further away, maybe hanging on a stand and you're standing behind it or to the side, this will allow you to hook to it um, from some distance. The microphone itself is customized with a shorter cable. It's optimized for carrying on the shoulder. So you don't want a 6-foot cable when you're walking around with, say, the Litec, Mini Effects or the Trailblazer. So this just comes with kind of it was about 3 foot, maybe about a 3 foot cable, 2.5 feet, something of that nature. But it comes with a right angle plug, so it doesn't. If it was pointing out like this, when you plug it in, it could pull on the cable. So it comes with a right angle plug, so it pulls down, so it doesn't wear and tear on that cable. It doesn't start to crackle and stuff over time. The microphone itself, this is the wind guard, but it's a pretty small capsule, and it's made that way on purpose so that it doesn't take up a whole lot of visual space when on the flutes. With playing Native American flutes and other style flutes, we here at Summit don't think the microphone should take up all the visual space. There's a lot of great microphones out there that have larger capsules, and they're great for different purposes and different reasons. We wanted to optimize this system for Summit to be as small as we could, but also be really, really functional without sacrificing any quality. So this has a kind of a lapel style clip. See if this can show right here. And it also has 360 degrees of movement of that clip. So that comes in handy when connecting to your actual flute. So on a flute of this size that has kind of a strap and the block that's a little larger, you are able to use these spike microphone clips. So this is a great solution. Many of you will be familiar of it from the Lytec Mini FX. They had a spike style clip. So this allows you to be able to put a mic to your flute without any Velcro straps. Basically, the spike goes between the strap and the block there, and you kind of push it in till it's secure. So this one, there's enough room where I can kind of push it all the way in. See if I can get it on the phone. Right there, all the way to the block on this one. But you can certainly customize it however you want to. You could have this sticking out more. You could have it, you know, all the way back. Just as it's just a little mounting point for the microphone. So here, the microphone then would clip right onto here. Let's see. This needs turned around. Actually, this one's fine. I'll have to clip from above. That's why that 360-degree motion is nice. So a clip can be used from any orientation. You can clip from above or clip from below. As far as like the microphone being this way or this way, the spike clip is made that way. So you can put it on the right side of your flute or on the left side. Either side, it's going to work the same. So there's the microphone positioned on the flute. There you go. And this part here, you can adjust it a little bit, like away from the sound hole. Let's see if I can, away from the sound hole or towards the sound hole. So you'll have to, that's using the, you know, the 360-degree motion on the mic there. You don't want actual air hitting the mic because you'll get a kind of more of a hissing sound. But these mics are optimized for close miking type of situations such as this. If you've tried to use different mics in the past, like a standard lapel microphone, but putting it on the flute, you may have noticed certain issues of overpowering it. It's very sensitive. You know, lapel style mics are made to kind of go on the shirt kind of down here, and the sound is maybe 6 inches away, sometimes more. It could be an omnidirectional mic, typically with the lapels, and it's made to capture everything around it, not directionally. So putting just a regular lapel mic on a flute, you can easily overpower it. These mic capsules have been optimized for close miking, so it can handle the sound pressure levels that come with that type of situation for miking. But you do have to be mindful of the airstream. So you want to be close, but not in the airstream when positioning this. Also, these, let me pull this off to better show. The microphone can move up and down. It just comes out if you carefully pull it out here, because you don't want to kink the cable. Just in general, any mic cables, you don't want to kink them. But this is just like a pressure hold on the cable, so you can push it into it and have it longer, or you can push it into it and have it shorter, depending on where you want the microphone to go. I tend to like it when it's maybe about an inch. It seems to have pretty good kind of flexibility there, but also it doesn't start to droop down. If it was too long, then the microphone kind of move around a little bit too much. And so I tend to find this being a good length, but you can move it up and down however you'd like to. I would recommend not pulling on the cable. Just in general, these kind of microphone cables can, you know, over time, if you're pulling on them, you know, start to break down the cables inside, especially if you pull at the head. These are glued in place. The what I'm talking about is like this metal shroud around the capsule is glued in place to the cable, But just in general, I would recommend not pulling on it and loosening up any of that connection there, because it would then start to pop and crackle. And at that point, you'd have to have it repaired or possibly buy a new microphone cable. So we recommend, if there is the need to move the cable, not to pull on it, but just, lightly pop it out of the holder there, and then just shift it where you need to, and then just push it back down. That way, there's no stress going on the microphone capsule and no stress going on the cabling. That way, nothing could happen over time as you use it. We want these to be, used for years to come and not have any issues. So once you're there, again, you can clip it in quickly to the microphone. So the idea here as well is, if the microphone, because some mic systems, you have to literally put the microphone on your flute and strap it on. Well, then you go to move between flutes, it takes a while to get your microphone there. You have to maybe have multiple microphones and already have them mic'd and then plug it in. So that could be pricey, to have lots of different mics. Also, during the course of a song, maybe there's two flutes. Maybe you have a lower register flute and you want to play on maybe a higher registered flute, smaller flute for a part of the song. You're not going to, in the middle of a song, change strapping on an instrument. So we designed this clip to just easily move. So you could have, these type of connector points on the flute already, and then move around the microphone within seconds, and just you clip it back on, and then you're ready to go with the next flute. So the intent is just to be able to move seamlessly between multiple instruments, and we'll ship multiple of these clips with the flute, so you're already ready to go. And you can certainly buy more if you wanted more clips. I think as of right now, I'm thinking of shipping 3 of the Spike style and 3 of this style with the kit, or with the microphone, just so we have ample connections. But if you need more, let me know. I can easily include some more in there, and let you know if that's an added cost, depending on how many you'd like. All right, let's see. So that's the Spike mic. So the going over the other style clipping post, if you will, on the microphone. So if you play side blown flutes, there's not a strap that you can hook into with a spike. And that also comes in with whistles. So like, if you have a whistle style, flute, again, you don't have a connection point. So you have to have some kind of Velcro strapping or some kind of strapping to hook to. So I want to go over kind of how this one works. You see there that I have one positioned already. There's also, Native American style flutes that just have a really tiny space. And again, a spike, you're not going to want to push a spike into that tiny space. It's going to, it's not going to work. So in this type of situation, we do have these really thin, but really, they really connect well together, Velcro straps. Again, kind of going off we don't want it to visually take a lot of space on our flutes to just put a miking solution on there. So what we do is you definitely want to put the soft side on the flute so that there's not any risk of, messing with the finish of the flute itself. So the soft side of the Velcro down, and then this just starts to close in on itself. So I just have the Velcro strap here positioned on top of itself, and there's a little bit of it left over. What you do now is you slide in the clip on that part, and then once that's slid in, you finish out closing the Velcro around the flute, and this will allow the plastic clip to not rest on the flute itself. Again, if you needed to adjust it and move it around, it's not going to scratch up or mar the surface of the flute. So in this particular one, we have it right there. If I had the microphone, where is it here? I can easily move it from the other flute and hook it right into there. So now I can adjust this into place to where I want, that microphone to sit. That's going to be the best sound for it. I can move this forward and backward. Again, I also have 360-degree ability to turn this part too. So lots of points of adjustment, so you can lock in that exact placement of the microphone. So how I have my flutes lined up is I'll position this part of it in the right spot so that I don't have to adjust the length of the microphone, so that I can quickly move this between all the different flutes, and it's already optimized to put the mic head exactly where I want it for all my different style flutes or whatever song I'm playing. So this one puts it here, and there you go. Again, small flute, but the microphone's not taking a lot of visual space away from it. And free range of motion, you can move around, and the mic's, it's not had a clicking sound or something from the movement of the mic. It's just real there, secure, ready to go between all the different styles. I'll show you what it looks like on this one. So you can clip it in for a side blown style. And you can kind of move this back and forth as needed. And you'll just with a little bit of testing out the positioning, you'll find out where exactly you want that placement. One thing to keep in mind, if the flute is a little bit louder, it's going to pick that up. So if you're going between flutes, and just microphone placement is just really key in general for any kind of playing. But you might have to keep that in mind, that if you're not adjusting a volume control on your speaker unit, you want to control how close you are to the sound source for just having a kind of an even volume between changing of the different flutes. So like this one here might be a louder flute, so this might be a little bit further away, versus if I was playing this one, it probably is going to be a lot closer. The microphone capsule is going to be a lot closer to the sound hole of this one when I play it, so that through the speaker, the sound is even, or balanced, I guess would be a term people use. All right, let's see. And then again, I'll show it on this kind of just a different style, a whistle style. This would most likely clip from below. See here, and then you could come up towards the sound hole from below. Again, being very careful not to be in the stream of air, because you will get kind of that wind sound if it's in the stream of air. So you want to be outside the stream of air, but close to the sound source. And then depending on, you want to test out, just to kind of give you, some ideas on tweaking mics. So once you position your microphone, play through, you'll plug it to your speaker, play through, your different keys, or, starting lower, going to your higher registers. The higher register is going to be higher sound pressure levels as well. So it's going to be putting out a lot, usually a higher decibel, higher sound. And so you want to make sure that where you're positioned there, it sounds clear on the high and on the low. So that because on the low, you want to usually be a little bit closer to pick up more of the sound, but on the high, you don't want it to overwhelm the microphone either and sound distorted. So just any kind of mic placement, you want to optimize that. So, play your highs, play your lows through the speaker, see what it sounds like. You could, I know if you're doing this on the Mini FX or the Trailblazer, they'll have like a headphone out type of thing. You can put headphones in, kind of see what it sounds like very directly to the ear versus just ambient. So you can more clearly hear if there was some distortion in the sound. You can move it a little bit further away, make sure that it's optimized for the sound you're going for. I think that's all that I can think of at the moment. Other than that, I think that's it. Certainly, if you have any questions on the microphone system, we'd love to hear it, and love to reach out and answer those questions. But happy to share about our microphone system, and we're excited to bring it to everybody. We've been excited using it, and it's been working really great. So yeah, reach out, let us know how we can help and support, and have a great rest of your day.